Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So, guys, things have just been going absolutely nuts in the toy world right now. I mean, all these announcements for Star Wars. I mean, what the heck is going on? 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Holy crap, has it really been 40 years since that film came out? Absolutely incredible. And then that's not talking about, the 40th anniversary for sorry, the 30th anniversary of Master Universe. Actually, no, it is 40 years. What am I talking about? That has really just blown my mind as well. So many different toy properties which have just touched so many people in so many ways all over the place. And of course, we are just living in an absolute golden age of toys and all of these retro figures that people have been collecting everywhere. I can't believe just how much retro has really taken over in everything, pretty much. I mean, Marvel movies are referencing the 80s and 90s. Things are just going full circle. And of course, we even have the Power Rangers that are also turning, the big 3-0. Holy crap, guys, it just never stops. But this has led to some changes in the industry. I mean, we've seen initiatives quite like plastic-free packaging. The fact that many companies have actually tried to adopt this idea of, environmentally friendly initiatives, and I can't fault that. I mean, we do have to look out for the environment. It's our only, this is our only planet we have. So things like that really do seem good on the outside. However, for collectors who like to see their action figures in window packaging and things like that, it has turned a little bit sour for many collectors. Some people have even left the hobby entirely, and this has actually caused companies like Hasbro to actually walk it back just a little bit and are now returning to plastic-free packaging in its entirety. Then we have the news about Funko, who recently dumped $3 million of unused product in a landfill instead of having to pay for the storage fees that continue to rise day after day after day. This got me thinking, what is another solution for this problem? I mean, plastic in and of itself doesn't degrade very well or even is good for the environment. So, but there's the double-edged sword, of course. All these things behind me, everything that we love to collect, GI Joe, Masters of the Universe, Power Rangers, Star Wars, all of these things have components in them that are kind of hard in terms of overall impact on the environment. But we just love it, right? We love to collect. That's who we are as collectors. So I'm asking the question now: is there another way to collect? And what is the future of collecting for people like myself, yourself, everybody out there? Well, I have two very special guests tonight who I think might be able to give us a hand on this. My first guest is actually a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for years, and yeah, we go to Comic-Con together. We do a lot of things. So I really wanted his input on this because he's doing something very, very exciting with the sorry, I'm trying to remember with the metaverse. I got to see. I keep thinking Marvel. I'm thinking multiverse. No, it's the metaverse. He's got his own. He's about providing something for players in the metaverse to collect and actually, have a piece of their own real estate, if you will. Please, guys, help me welcome my very good friend. If I can find the button, there it is. David Lucatch, everybody. David, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing really well, Jay. How are you doing?
I'm doing spectacular, my friend. So, David, tell us a little bit about Aftermath Islands, because it's an exciting project, and of course, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but a metaverse has been proposed before, and you know what? Hasn't exactly enthralled everybody, but having tried out your metaverse firsthand, I was actually very excited. So why don't you give us a little bit of a talking point for the Aftermath Islands, please?
Why don't I start, Jay, by saying, I've been a lifelong comic book collector, and as people can see my background, a toy collector as well. And I think my oldest toy is probably from the 60s, from Goldfinger, Corgi toys from Goldfinger. But so it's a very exciting time. We've taken all our experience, both as collectors and marketers and technology developers, and we've developed something called Aftermath Islands. And Aftermath Islands is really the what we think is the pinnacle of what the online open world should be. We're high resolution gaming, no download, all browser based, and we incorporate digital identity to ensure that users are who they say they are. They're real people when they come into our platform. So it's an experience like nothing else. And we also give the user an opportunity to collect and own unique digital items. So talk about environmentally friendly. All our items in Aftermath Islands are digital.
That is amazing, David. And of course, it is a major concern for the environment as we go forward. But the whole idea of digital collectibles, some people like myself are collectibles, are collectors of these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Of course, but I am fascinated at this whole concept. I'm going to bring up your website for a second, just to take a look.
Sure. And one comment I might offer is I don't think physical items are going to go away, but how many items can I fit in a virtual display case versus what I can? I mean, we all run in a room at our houses and our homes. So, anyways,
you've literally touched on a subject that all of us are dealing with. I mean, I just turned my camera here, and you can see like nothing but like toys on my couch. Like,
well, no, if I took you around this room, you'd see tons and tons of toys. Things that we stood in line for hours at Comic-Con.
Absolutely. So, Aftermath Islands looks like a really exciting idea for the metaverse. Now, as I understand it, you can actually own a piece of Aftermath Islands. Is that actually correct?
That is correct. We look at, unlike other platforms, we look at virtual land as something to build upon. You can own virtual land in our platform for as low as $35 US. So it's not these $10,000 pieces of land, because we want people to be able to do things on land, and affordability is a huge issue for us. And we have three types of land. We have estate islands, which is very, very limited land for people who want to have gated communities. We have communities which are safe zones and everyday life items. And then we have what you're showing here. We have thematic islands, and the thematic islands are much more role play that many of us are used to in actual gameplay.
And this is an actual interactive environment. Is that correct?
Fully interactive.
Absolutely.
Think of it as Netflix with interactivity, because it's all cloud-based.
That's excellent. So I want to talk a little bit more about this and actually show some of the some of the wonderful gameplay, which I experienced firsthand. But before we get into that and really dive deeper into that, I did want to invite my next guest to join us. Now, he's been on the show before. Actually, truth be told, he hijacked my stream one time, which was a lot of fun because we learned a lot about digital collectibles at that time, and really. He's involved with a property which I am absolutely in love with. I mean, guys, I'm huge. As you know, a lot of us here are huge, massive Universe fans. Guys, please help me welcome, again, if I can find the button, Will from Cryptoys. Will, how are you today, my friend?
I'm good. I'm just trying to squeeze into the right frame here.
Sorry about that.
Boom.
You're good. You're good. So, Will, this is David. And Will, why don't you give us a little bit of another introduction into your wonderful company? Because honestly, you just released something very, very exciting, and I really want everybody to know about it. Please let us know.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm reframing myself here. So, hey, everybody. My name's Will. I'm the CEO and co-founder of On-Chain Studios. We make the Cryptoys digital toy platform. And what is Cryptoys? Well, and what are digital toys? I think that's really start with that. So the best way I can describe it, and this really all started with my daughter. This was an idea that my daughter had to create and take these toys that she would collect, these like LOL surprise dolls and things like that. And she said she would like more functionality with her toys. She would collect them. They would sit in the, in the corner and just collect dust. So we had the idea to take toys and kind of create new experience with them. So the idea is, what if we were able to create the world's first digital toy company where, we could create a toy company from scratch, from the ground up, digital first and digital native. Like, what experiences could that unlock? So at a high level, you could think of us like you take a toy company like Mattel and a gaming company like Nintendo. If those two companies were to have a baby, it would look like Cryptoys. And that's kind of what we focus on. And, Jay, and I think a lot of the folks here on the stream, you'll recall, like when we were kids, we would pretend, like we take our He-Man and pretend like he had a voice, right? He would talk. You would do the whole reenactment, him versus Skeletor there in your room. You would pretend like they're flying through the air and things like that. Well, when you have a digital format and you don't have the limitations of plastics and manufacturing, and gravity, physics, what could you do through the lens of a toy? So that's what we're really kind of pushing the boundaries with, is to create the world's first digital toy company and reimagine what these experiences could be like through the lens of a toy. So a different take on toys for sure, but one that's very exciting.
That's excellent. A lot of people in the chat right now. Poof says digital collecting makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're all conscious about what's happening with the environment and things like that. And of course, as David mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard, Will, we're running out of space. I mean, like I am literally pretty much out of room in this. I mean, you seem to have a little bit of a collection going yourself, but David and I were literally running out of
Oh yeah, I mean, I got them all over the place. So I got my Spider-Man here. I got turtles all over, dude. I got turtles everywhere. You know, I'm a big turtles guy, and then massive Star Wars, as you can see. So yeah, I'm with you.
Absolutely. So Will, as with David, why don't you take us a little through a little bit of Cryptoys? I have your website up, so let me just bring that in, and we can do a little bit of walkthrough. Actually, you know what? On that note, you just announced something very, very exciting. Why don't you go ahead and give us just a pitch as to what was announced earlier this week?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, we did our last wave of Masters of the Universe with Mattel, or our most recent, I should say, wave with Masters of the Universe. This is wave 3, and it has fan favorite Skeletor included in there. So across the different waves, we did 12 characters with Mattel for Masters of the Universe. And wave 3, we saved obviously one of the best for last with Skeletor, and you can see, the whole host of characters there, right? So we're really excited about this release and bringing Skeletor to new fans, not just old school collectors like ourselves, but my kids are learning who Skeletor is for the first time. We have folks that work for the company that they're, in their early 20s that didn't know Masters of the Universe before Cryptoys, and now they're watching all the old Motu cartoons because of just kind of introducing this to a whole new generation. So excited to just continue to build on such an iconic brand. And I mean, Skeletor, we've done some really iconic ones with Skeletor, as you can see here as you go through the page. So really excited about this, and this is available now for folks that want to check it out and try it out. And actually have a surprise here for your listeners, Jay. We're actually going to give away some of these on the stream for you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of things we just talked about, in the immediacy. Your Cryptoys, they actually are packaged, right? Can you explain a little bit about how that works? Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I can go ahead actually and let me share my screen here.
Sure.
And I can give you guys a little bit of a visual. Hold on. Just let me pull up Chrome and go into. Okay, cool. So I'll share my screen. And let's see, window. Okay, cool. Let me know when you see that pulled up.
Got it. Let me share that for you.
Okay, great. So what you see here, if we go to the backpack is where all your toys live. So you have your toys in 3 states, really. So the first thing is you have your cube, the Cryptoys cube. So at this point, it's kind of like unopening, it's like an unopened pack of basketball cards or a blind box. You don't know what's inside, these particular Cryptoys. So it's kind of like a mystery unboxing. Once you unbox this, you then get to the blister pack state. So the blister pack state, it looks like your traditional Motu wrapped in a blister toy. The cool thing about this is effectively keeping it in mint condition for certain types of collectors. Some collectors like to keep things in blister packs. Other collectors like to take their toy out of the packaging, articulate it, play with it, maneuver with it. And you can do that. We're catering to all types of collectors. So what you have here is your mint condition. There's benefits to keeping it in mint condition. There's cool benefits that we'll be introducing down the line, but there's also benefits to taking it out of the packaging. Because once it's out of the packaging, I could really interact with it in different ways. So for example, like here's Skeletor, right? Skeletor is out of his packaging. I get hit play on the block and kickstart, our little, test drive area here. We call this the block. And we could then kind of run around with Skeletor, right? So here's Skeletor, fully interactive. He could also do the moonwalk. You want to see Skeletor doing the moonwalk? Yeah. So yeah, we cater to all sorts. So some people are traditional collectors, like myself, and again, we like to have our stuff in blister packs for certain toys, but then also, we're like my guy Donatello over here. I took him out of the packaging because different play experience, So
I have my own. I got Skeletor right here. He's already out of the packaging too, but. As you can see back here, all these guys are in blister packs as well.
And I stood in line for 3 hours for Jay last year at Comic-Con to get him a Masters of the Universe Mattel item.
That one right here.
That is an incredible. Are you talking about the double one, the with the doors?
I just bought it. I'll be honest with you, because I mean, I'm there you go. Masters of the Universe is a little bit after my time. I'm more Captain Action and probably Star Trek toys, although I have a lot of Star Wars toys.
Yeah, that is an incredible piece with the He-Man and Skeletor, and I think it's like 40. No, the one that he got you at Comic-Con.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
It was 3 hours, and I was in the first wave at Mattel, so still 3 hours.
David bent over backwards for me on that one. Absolutely crazy.
Or as I like to call it, line. It's not Comic-Con anymore. It's LineCon.
It's LineCon, absolutely. Mr. Home Arcade says, "Nice Mega Man on the wall there, Will." Yeah. I love it too, as you know, Will. Yeah. Sundust Studios, Digital Collectibles. NFTs are dead. Just ask starting lineup at Hasbro when they used NFTs to justify $49.99 costs of their NBA figures.
That's the key.
Yes. So Sundust Studios, we do have to understand that Hasbro has been experimenting with multiple different iterations of trying to expand their market. But including it with a physical object and then charging a massive amount, I think that's really sort of the shortcoming of that particular model. I mean, what we're talking about here today is actual digital collectibles, and I think you'll see that there's another side of that coin. But that's if that is an opinion, and thank you for sharing. William Randall says digital action figures are not real collectibles. I don't believe in that, Jack. Well, William, that's an opinion, and thank you. Crypto Doozy, I need that eggplant Skeletor. He does look crazy, doesn't he? I love the little details, like the little things sticking out of his arms. Like those
are good.
As you know, Will, I'm a huge fan of Pizza He-Man. Yes. That just kills me. Yes. Omar V. Is the idea to make them more chibi style to appease children? I feel kids can appreciate a more sophisticated art style also.
So yeah, I mean, look, the chibi, just toys in general, they're incredibly well received across a number of different, age ranges, not just young kids, but also, young adults and even, folks in their, in like in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. My wife, she still loves Hello Kitty even to this day, and just different kinds of collectibles in that style. And they do sell really, really well. So for example, LOL Surprise, which is one of the biggest toy lines in the world, multi-billion-dollar kind of toy line, which really started the whole unboxing craze, was all built in the chibi style. And then you see others like Hatchimals and things like that. So we really do want to appeal to a wide range, and also to appeal to a wide list of geographies and regions as well. And chibi just it hits the mark, and there's something about it. It kind of just brings out the kid in you, no matter what the age is.
I love the chibi style, and if you'll forgive me, I thought your company, when I first saw the name, was Oni-chan Studios, which is a reference to an anime type of style. But that was my bad. Omar says that demo was wild, so he's really loving that. Mega Squirt says Skeletor is lit.
Yep.
Raven Cuss says those happy faces. Metasquirt says Cryptoys are the biggest digital company, huge IP for Mattel, and I am very excited at that as well. Lots of people in the chat that are positive on digital collectibles. David, you have a Metaverse, obviously, and I took a little bit of time and tested it out. I wanted to share a little bit of that
Sure.
and showcase how I built my own avatar, which was hilariously funny. Now, I didn't take a picture of myself this time around, but we'll get to that in a second. So let's take a quick look at that, guys. So here we'll just head over to where'd it go? That is weird. Hold on for a second.
A little shy. Your avatar's a bit shy.
Oh, can you see it, guys? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually the yeah, sorry, there. I'm choosing my body type here, which I decided to go with masculine, although you can go with feminine or not specify, which I thought was was fascinating.
Mhm.
Is it moving? Can you guys see what's like? Because my I don't know.
No, can't see it moving.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Basically, at the short of tall of it, I actually ended up there. It is. So it's chugging for some reason. Yeah, I ended up picking my my gender and of course my facial type. Just gonna skip ahead here. And yeah, this video is not really going too well, but I ended up making my own avatar. So I'm gonna add the next video to the screen. See if this one actually takes a little bit better.
So if I can talk for a sec about the avatar. So right now we incorporate Ready Player Me, which is one of the biggest platforms out there for avatars. We do have the ability to do custom avatars and special version avatars as well. Where digital collectibles start to come in is what your avatar is wearing. We could do effectively a costume that turns them into another character. So there's lots of opportunities here.
You know what? It's chugging for some reason. I don't even know why. This is the first time. This is the first time I've had this issue with video.
Of course, yeah.
It's always the same thing. Whenever I need something to work, it doesn't really work. Let me try rebooting it. Let me just remove them from the screen and try adding.
Well, I can give everyone sort of a Reader's Digest version as we move forward, and that's I'm dating myself, but so the idea is to provide a high resolution gaming experience with no download all through the browser on any device. So that, regardless whether you're on a mobile phone, whether you're on a tablet or computing device, you can have a high resolution experience. No voxel, no pixelation, and you can represent a brand the way the brand wants to be represented. So everything we do is high resolution. It's all no cost to the user. You can play for free, and it uses digital identity. As we're putting it in the last stage, digital identity to assure that you're a real person when you come in. So those that have younger children, eventually parents will have to verify that their children are in this platform. And that way we can keep demographics separated, let's just say. And, if we know that you're a real person, you're not going to have multiple personas, multiple accounts, fake accounts, bots. So we're seeing a lot of really cool stuff. And what we found in a game that we've developed called Lost Kingdom of Tessara, which is a complementary game to our metaverse, is that users have collected for free almost 4 billion resources since October and have generated almost 5 million NFTs that become collectibles. We've lost Jay that can be used inside our platform. So there we go. So hopefully,
cool.
Yeah,
I'm still here. I'm just trying to see if removing myself will
No, so unfortunately, and you go to play.aftermathislands.com to have this experience. It's all free.
It is. What I wanted to touch on is that the video is failing us, but everything in this environment is so well put together. The grass moves, the environments are lush and in depth. Everything is interactive. Like this, obviously, your start position, you see the Lost Island of Tessara just hovering there, and you can interact with that. There are also areas where you can purchase, and this is what we're talking about today, collectibles. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the website because that's not going to.
Yeah, and what's really interesting about our platform as well is we can connect to Web 2. We can connect to Web 2 and 3. So we can actually launch a traditional e-commerce site inside our metaverse without ever leaving the metaverse.
Exactly. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring. Oh, so these are some of the digital collectibles that are available on the platform. These ones are hover bikes in particular. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up because it's a lot easier to. I was hoping that the video wouldn't
So yeah, so we've developed a lot of collectibles. Depending on the collectibles run from a few dollars to quite a bit more. But the idea is very simple. That and I'm gonna, the way to explain this is very simply. Our items are NFTs, but those NFTs trigger inventory inside our platform. So simply put, we can take interoperable NFTs from multiple chains into our gameplay. So we've developed some very, very unique items. And, so there's just been a lot of great feedback on what we've done, because we're not looking at collectibles in the digital realm of being so rare that they're so expensive that no one can afford them. Everything in our platform has to have affordability in it.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be easy to access, easy to use, and not so rare at this point in time that we're not looking at secondary market opportunity here. We're looking at engagement and usability. I'm sure Will is wants everybody playing with the toys, right? You can collect, even if you collect them, you're sort of playing with them, but they're still in blister pack.
Absolutely. Now, I wanted to talk about this as well. Here we do have a couple of hover bikes which can be used in game after you purchase them. Is that correct, David?
Yeah, they will be able to be used in the next couple months. Those that own them will be able to use them in the next couple months. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, here's the thing which I think also Cryptoys has in common with much of the collectibles that you guys have. There seems to be some sort of like rarity or even blind boxes, as Will has touched upon before. So I'll let David go ahead first. What are we looking at here with these particular cases, David?
With these particular items, there is a rarity scale, and these have all been issued. So, depending on, and we label, we absolutely label what the ratio is for each one. It went from a black hover bike to a gold hover bike, so it was really cool. And James, I should mention something that we're launching now, we will be launching in the next probably 30 days, is something called Hard Shell, which is the art and fashion of combat and weaponry. And we're bringing in some of the best comic book artists in the industry to create collectible sketches that will result in each collectible sketches will deliver a digital item that you can use on your avatar. So if you own that sketch, you'll get a digital item for your avatar.
That's excellent.
So it's combining traditional comic book art and all the way from sketch, pencil, to ink, to finished colors, all the way through to a digital item that you can wear in a thematic island.
Wow, that's amazing. So that coincides with building your avatar and basically customizing them to your own specifications. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's I'm going to say it's Barbie, Ken, Captain Action, Big Jim and G.I. Joe all rolled up into one in a digital format. So, and again, a costume could be a full character costume that goes on top of your avatar that turns you into your favorite superhero, under license, of course. So it's you want to be careful. We don't do anything that bends or breaks the IP rules. But there's lots of opportunities for creators, even like Cryptoys to come in and work with us on something that creates new and engaging landscapes and models and costumes and toys and rarities. We've left this platform open for creators to be able to create within our platform and generate revenue.
So what effectively you're saying is that these avatars and people who purchase these and create their own personas could actually go into specific islands like these ones which you talked about earlier, like Lions and Horror Harbor. And what's Horror Harbor? Horror Harbor landowners and visitors will experience shocking scenes, shriek-inducing jumps, and mind-bending visuals that keep users on the edge of their seats. Wow.
So again, we have thematic islands, but we also have community islands that are safe zone. I would never put sheep on Dragon Alley because your sheep are likely going to be eaten by dragons, but I might keep sheep on a farming island where I know it's relatively safe. So we and we are creating a number of Lux Lions. Oasis is one of our first custom islands, so that we can create thematic islands for custom brands. So we any brand can work with us to create a landscape that will be attuned to their individual collectors.
Is it Unity based, David, or is it Unreal?
No, Unreal Engine.
Okay.
UE5. It's all UE5. All pixel streaming, all GPU cloud server.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And so getting back to thank you, David. That was a wonderful presentation.
My pleasure.
And if anybody wants to take a look at Aftermath Islands, definitely head over to aftermathislands.com. I have both Cryptoys and Aftermath Islands linked in the description below. Definitely check out both of these companies, guys. This is an exciting time to be a collector, and these two companies are leading the way in that field. So I did want to actually circle back to Rarity and Will. Your Cryptoys also have some sort of rarity option as well, right?
That's right. You can scroll down there and you can see the number of different rarities that we have for Wave 3. It goes common, uncommon. We have the epics, the rares, the legendaries, and the grails and the ultra grails. And this, I have to give a shout out to the art and animation team. This is not your normal, let's just slap a fresh coat of paint on each of these. These are very, very detailed, and each one has their own intricacies. Like if these are different texture mappings and custom things. So this was, painstaking work to bring to life, hours and hours of artwork and animation and texturing and so much good stuff here. So yes, we do have the same kind of system. The cool thing about that is throughout as you collect, not only can you collect them all, and build out your set, but they have different functionalities in the gameplay once different gameplays go live. So we have something that's called the statometer. So the statometer, if you just scroll up there, Jay, you can see the statometer. I believe just scroll down just a tad. There it is, right there. Yeah. So you can see the statometer. He'll be able to do different things, in the upcoming games based on their statometer. So some other cool functionality. It's not just the aesthetic reasons to collect and trade, but also functional reasons as well. So.
Wow, yeah, this Skeletor is pretty stacked.
Yeah, it's a powerful one. He's that eggplant. Yeah, he's ready to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about these, of course, because of the overall rarity of these, it really does fall in line with what we as collectors are accustomed to. I mean,
yes.
David might recognize this. So I got these two as an example for today. In a physical sense, these two items look exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
Okay. These two items look exactly the same. Actually, no, they don't. There is a slight difference with this one, as you can see here. Right? Let me just solo myself. That way it's a little bit easier. And the reason I say, the reason I'm putting I'm putting David on the spot here is because David and I waited in line 2.5 hours for this guy. So basically, but this one was released at retail. This one was released at San Diego Comic-Con.
Gorgeous.
And guess how much this one is? The one you're. Well, actually, you don't have to guess, Will.
I know how much I paid for this guy. $40.
$40 for this guy, right?
Yeah.
Guess how much you'd have to pay if you wanted to get this guy on eBay? I checked early today.
$150.
$300.
Yeah. Not surprised.
$300 for this, and what I have to thank David for that, because as it so happens, David basically looked at me and said, "You should get that." I'm like, "Really? Should I get that?" And he's like, "Yeah, you should get that." So I was like,
"Okay, I have to go on eBay now after the call."
Oh yeah.
And, I'm going hunting.
I'm not going to the toy side of the room because I'm going back to just over my shoulder. You can see Mego Star Wars from Star Trek from the 1960s all the way 70s all the way up. I mean, James and I stood in line for 3 hours for a chance to win a Spider-Man Lego toy, and that's now worth about $700.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the fun, though. What's cool about this is just collecting. First of all, yeah, there's that chase and their hunt, but there's something about it awakens the kid inside of us.
Yeah.
That, again, the world is such a complex, tough place at times, and it's very dark and gray, and there's a lot of stresses. But something as simple as this that can make you feel like a kid again and collect with like-minded people kind of brings you to the heart of like what just being happy feels like. You know what I mean? And that's why I love just jamming with collectors like you guys.
So great.
Yeah.
Rockstar says, looking forward till digital ID will be used by other companies or platforms as well. Yeah. I believe that David, you're well on your way to
and that's where our roots are in Web3 is in digital footprints. So we've developed the Liquid Avatar mobile app, which allows us to verify that a user is a real person, and then we use it for Lost Kingdom of Tasar to sign in, but shortly we'll be using it for Aftermath Islands as well, proving that we can really universally get people to we don't collect data, but it proved that they're real people when they're inside a platform, which removes any of the fakes, the dupe accounts, the bots, the predatory practices. I mean, we really think things you'd never do in the real world, you should never be allowed to do online, especially when dealing with younger people. There shouldn't be any cyberbullying, and this helps thwart that kind of situation, because everybody has to act reasonably and responsible. And if you're banned from a system, you can never come back. You can't open a new account because your biometrics are your password.
Absolutely. A couple of comments from the chat. Lenny G 845 says, "Has anybody bought a Motu Cryptoy in here?" And Proof replies very quickly, "Yes, many of us have." Lenny does ask, "What are your thoughts? More satisfaction putting the plastic on than putting the plastic on the shelf?" And Proof, I'm just going to go because this conversation has been going on for a while. Cryptoys Classics gifts for early supporters. Is that true?
So when this platform, as you could see, it takes time to build something like this. I'm sure David can attest to it. This is not a quick thing to put together. So many folks heard about our project early on before we had launched anything. So while we're in that first year building, there wasn't anything to log in. There was no cryptoys.com that had a login capability or for you to buy anything. So what we did is we airdropped Cryptoys Classics support, like for early members of the community, Cryptoy Classics, which are pixelated Cryptoys that they could use, and that's actually on the Polygon blockchain. And folks got those for free. And at one point, each Cryptoy Classic, I think at its height, was worth about $800 or something like that. Obviously, price is fluctuating, of course, with markets. But yeah,
but that's so common in the collecting sphere. I mean, these Boba Fetts, right? Yeah. Believe it, like this guy right now, we picked it up for $40. A year from now, he's going to be like $100.
Yeah, you think so?
People are calling it the Boba Fett tax. Like, that's what people are calling it right now.
I mean, that was an insta buy. Like I saw, I think I got this was at Target, and I was like, okay, done, and the 40th anniversary sticker, little things like that means a lot to collectors like us, So
absolutely. Lenny, it's okay.
Parker's going off.
Parker's going
off.
He's got the mailman. Lenny G 845 says, "Poof and Metasquirt have similar profile pics. Are those NFTs also?"
Yeah, so those are Cryptoy Classics. That's what we were talking about. So those were airdropped for free to the early members of the community. So those are folks that have either been around since day one, since we started, or picked them up on secondary. Because we're not issuing any more of those. So
here's a good question. This is for both of you, I imagine. How is ownership and utilities future proofed? David, you want to take a step, or Will? Who wants?
Well, ownership is with NFTs. If your digital collectible is an NFT, it's pretty easy. That's registered on the blockchain and where comes utility? An NFT really is not a utilitarian item. It's what does it unlock that has utility, right at the end of the day. So does your NFT proves ownership, and your utility is what you can do with it. Now, when it comes to digital wearables, they may not be NFT based. They may be code based. So there are different digital opportunities here. Not everything's an NFT on the blockchain, and not everything's a code that unlocks everything. So I think it's a balancing act.
Yeah, David hit it. Look, that's what the utility of the blockchain provides. Is it really provides that transparency of who owns this, the provenance. You hear that word a lot, the provenance, right? Which basically means where did this originate? It was minted, and I could track every place this thing has who owned it at what particular time, what the history of it, etc. And that's completely transparent, and it's immutable. That's the beauty of the blockchain, is it's immutable. You cannot mess with that data. It's decentralized. It is out of any one central person's authority. So a lot of the stuff that we wish the problems could be solved in the physical world when we talk about collectibles, like authenticities and grading and stuff like that, is actually auto-solved with blockchain. So it's really, the ownership is really showing you that this is authentic, who owned it, who owns it now, when it was minted, et cetera. And then to David's point about utility really is about what that can unlock for you beyond just the collectability standpoint. Utility is a word that can go in a lot of different directions. A lot of people think the community that it unlocks and the people that you can interact with is a form of utility. You can make that argument. Utility can be gameplay. It could be functionality. It could be merchandising that could be delivered to you on a monthly basis just by owning it, and things like that. Utility is endless based on the creativity of the companies that are deploying the NFTs. And the cool thing about it is, David and I, a lot of people say, well, what happens if your company goes under, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully we're both around for a very long time and these are very successful businesses. But again, that's the beauty of the blockchain, is that these things can live on beyond central, places. So if the central application for whatever reason doesn't exist anymore, and again, David and I are doing everything in our power to make sure it exists for a very long time, the collectability aspect is still there. I make the comparison a lot. Like if you remember early baseball cards, when they were first created, were not made by baseball card companies. They were made by cigarette companies, right? And those old Babe Ruth cards and things like that, they were made by cigarette companies. They're still worth a ton of money today, even if those manufacturers are out of business and no longer producing baseball cards, right? The same thing can happen with digital collectibles thanks to the blockchain. The blockchain will always live on because of the decentralized nature of it, and it protects consumers versus any centralized company. Where, for example, if you're buying skins on Counter-Strike, which is now making headlines because somebody bought a Counter-Strike skin the other day for $400,000. If Counter-Strike goes down, or if they stop supporting Counter-Strike, that $400,000 is not going to be worth anything, because that's not something that's composable outside of that world. We make sure that the things that we do are so that there's value at all times. So it's very interesting to kind of peel back the layers here, but it also shows why this new technology is so important.
Absolutely. And everything is evolving, ever evolving, and again, this is an exciting time to be a collector for sure.
Yeah.
Crypto Doozy says, Will is pulling out all his toys. I love it.
I just can't run fast enough, so I'm not going to.
We're all showing off today. We're all doing the flexing a little bit, just for today though. Just for today. Crypto Doozy says, I think I have one or two Cryptoys. So thank you so much, Crypto Doozy. Batman 1, as a customizer, how can that be integrated for digital toys? In wrestling games, for example, have the create a wrestler feature. Is that how it will work in this environment, David? I mean, that's what.
Yeah, it's if you've ever played Fortnite, it's very simple. It's sort of, you can create unique emotes, and those emotes can have certain moves. They can have certain interactions, or if you played any game, you can have a special, right? We can program specials all over the place. In fact, we have something called the Meta Hero Project that comes with superpowers and other opportunities. In fact, you get your avatar and then you can roll digitally for your superpowers. So it's a lot of unique opportunities out there to create value and special moves. And I think I would probably turn this over to Will and say, with your rarities, you could have different moves, different specials.
Right. That's right. Yeah, the Fortnite comparison is a great one, because like Fortnite's one where you can see a number of different IPs, but they have the rigging system where you could then do certain emotes and things like that. So we all set our platforms up in a way that can be flexible in that sense, and you can create different modalities of gameplay that could then utilize different rigging components and emotes and things like that. So yeah.
The Jedi says, if it's not physical figure, it's not worth it. Well, worth and value, just playing devil's advocate here, is all in one's opinion. I mean, like, does anybody really want to pay $300 for this? I mean, the answer is yes, right? I mean, that is the point, right?
Yeah.
It's so desirable, right? There are only so many of these out there, right? And this color will never be made again.
It's a gorgeous item.
On this card. This card. That's the important thing. On this card, because this is actually a New Hope. He never showed up in New Hope until the remastered edition, right? And of course, this one will never come out in this card ever again. So it's a shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, it's hollow.
Yeah, it's a hollow foil. So,
but I was going to comment that companies like Vivi have done a great job with digital comic books, and I'm a physical comic book collector, and I've bought some digital comic books. You've got to look at the difference between physical rarity and virtual opportunity. Everything that you buy virtually generally stays in mint condition because it's programmed. It doesn't have wear and tear on it unless there's a deterioration mode in it, like a sword that has to be repaired. But at the end of the day, it allows me to continue to enjoy the products I love without having the physical limitations. I can take something out of a box and still have a physical item and a digital item at the same time, and we call that phygital. So we're seeing a lot of organizations create phygital opportunities where there's a digital and a physical component.
Yeah, and to that point, again, this is not a physical versus digital, at least for us. I mean, look at David and me. We're going to show you a ton of stuff in our rooms. We love physicals, right? But these are two guys that love physicals so much that we're also very interested in exploring other methods of play in addition to that, And I want to give a shout out to a member of our community, Ryan, big Masters of the Universe collector, very similar to you, Jay. He's got a case behind him of incredible Motu stuff, and Cryptoys became his first real digital collectibles. He started buying because of the Motu line, and he said he was skeptical at first, but there was something about he was driving with his son somewhere. They were on a trip, and there was something about, because he has his physical case of all the stuff that they can't really take all their stuff with them, but there was something about being able to say to his son, who asked, "Hey Dad, can I see our toys?" Being able to just hand the phone to him, and he was able to scroll through his entire virtual case of Masters of the Universe toys. And again, this is a young kid. He's under the age of 10. He would probably maybe not be interested in Masters of the Universe in that same way, unless it was digital. So I see it as more, in addition to the value of these incredible IPs that we've been fans of since we were kids, right? And we grew up with being physical collectors. This next generation that's coming in, they are by default digital. And they're experiential based. Correct. They're experiential based, 100%. And if we also want to make sure that these brands live on and can pass them down to different generations and they can enjoy them, we want to make sure that these are available in different modalities and different formats. So, so it's very complementary.
And to further that point, the younger generation doesn't seem to value physical aspect of collecting as we do. Right. Two of the biggest video game companies in the world have removed their physical attributes from many of their systems. You can buy digital versions of PlayStation. You can buy digital versions of Xbox 360 Xboxes, yes. And they are actually on the way to moving towards a fully digital environment. Yes. So it's very, very interesting.
Well, look what happened last week with Rocky One videotape. It went for $27,000 in factory package, right? Yeah. So the collections change. Stamp collecting was very big when I was young. It's not big at all anymore. So collections change. So I think what we have to be cognizant of is where the trends are going, and follow that bouncing ball. Those that follow the bouncing ball early as collectors are going to reap the benefits more than those that get on that train a little bit later.
Yeah, absolutely. Lenny G845 says, "Thanks for all the clarification, guys. Starting to understand more every day." That's excellent. And this is the reason why we have this dialogue, to really get people, because I'm fascinated by this. I really am, as a physical collector. Crypt Doozy says, "I don't want people to think I'm a Cryptoys degen." We're all open here. This is a wonderful space. This is a discussion, right? People don't understand what's happening in digital space, and this is why I'm curious about it. Will actually got me on this train because I was very skeptical. Will, this. I was super skeptical at the beginning. I basically had so many questions. I did a whole live stream, and then you just jumped in and said, "Hey, let me explain it to you." And I was like, "Wow, that's not what I expected at all. Guys, we're getting closer to the 1 hour mark. I wanted to start winding down and thank my special guest, but we're going to take a couple more questions or comments, if you will.
Yeah.
Batman1, when Overlord Musk downloads our when Overlord Musk downloads our brains into the cyber world, this is how we will collect toys. Well, you never know, my friend.
I actually want to make a quick comment because he brought up Elon, right? And I'm look, I drive a Tesla. I'm a big fan of Tesla, and as soon as I got into the car, I was like, oh my God, this is the future of cars. Now, a lot of car purists will tell me that I don't have a car. What I have is a golf cart, or they will tell me that it's a computer on wheels. My Tesla is not a real car. So there's a big debate between car purists and these new EVs and by Tesla. But what I see when I use my Tesla is a car that auto updates itself every 2 weeks. The car gets new functionality through a download over the internet. So I love that software aspect of it. Now, the same thing could be said of the digital thing. When I buy a physical toy, that is the toy, and the brands can get me to purchase new ones and new variants, but that is it. It is fixed in that state. What we can do with our platforms, because they're software based, is we could always deliver new functionality to the toys. The toys can get better. The toys can get airdrops. They can get new things to them. These are the type of modalities that could only exist in the digital world. So just when you mentioned Elon, it gave me that comparison as well, that I hear a lot in the car space. You know,
I'm just going to add to that. The other side too is digital makes the opportunity more pervasive to everyone around the world. Right. So a physical product that costs you $40, a virtual product could cost you significantly less, and the features and updates could cost you pennies on the dollar versus buying a new physical item. It's also, don't get caught up in the cost of minting an NFT, because that's been sort of the environmental, generating Bitcoin and everything else. Look at the cost of transporting and making money. That outweighs everything that is done in the digital world. Paper money wastes so much resources. At the end of the day, the opportunity for vendors is to create new lines of business as well that are economically viable and environmentally friendly. Right. So I can now create a physical and a digital product line. I have two product lines that may be acceptable to or engage with one fan or have two different fans. So I'm now taking the same IP and I'm reusing it time and time again, creating more value as a vendor.
100%.
Absolutely. Poof says Ryan eventually became a mod in our Discord, as well as a big shout to Ryan Tybox.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Poof. And I think we'll wrap this up, as there are still questions to be made, but people are always going to say, and question these things, and that's good. We should always question everything, just like Greg, who says it's a screenshot of a character. And we can always argue that, but at the same time, we can say that it's a brand new world, everybody, and we all have to live in it, right? So, thank you so much, Cryptoozy, for the membership. You're amazing, my friend.
That's awesome.
I really appreciate that. You're awesome. I want to thank my special guests, David from Aftermath Islands, and of course Will from Cryptoys. David, tell us a little bit. In closing, why don't you let everybody know how they can check out Aftermath Islands and, of course, the latest projects that you're working on?
So go to aftermathislands.com is the best way to check it out. Join our Discord group. We've got thousands of over 10,000 and thousands of active members. We have an AMA every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we welcome everyone to come out. If you've got ideas or opportunities, we're here to listen. This is a growing community project.
Thank you, David. And Will, how can people reach you? And please let us know what you're working on right now.
Yeah, totally. You can reach me if everybody's interested. Just reach out to me directly on Twitter. I'm easy to find. My DMs are open, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. Check out Cryptoys, cryptoys.com. You can sign up for an account. It's absolutely free to sign up for an account. You can kind of browse around the platform, check out the Masters of the Universe wave pages and some of the other collections that we have, and let us know what you think. And Jay, like I mentioned, I know David has to run here, but if you want, I could stay on for a few extra minutes and unbox some Cryptoys and give it away to your subscriber base.
I'm going to leave it to you guys. I want to really thank you. Unfortunately, I have another commitment that I've got to go to, but Will, it was a pleasure meeting you. Jay, thank you as always, my good friend, and everyone be well.
Of course. Will, we definitely will be giving away a couple of those Cryptoys. David, thank you again. And of course, he really had to run. So Will, thank you so much. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just before we sorry, Will, I totally forgot about that. We were having such a great discussion.
It was awesome. Great combo.
Yeah, Carlos, I would prefer Mattel put their efforts towards actual Motu video game. These aren't for me. Glad these exist for those who enjoy and want these. But Carlos, this could even be because they haven't done anything with that. I mean, Cryptoys is doing something that Mattel's never actually done.
Maybe what if there was a Motu game inside of the Cryptoys platform? You know, maybe that's something that you should keep your eyes peeled on.
And you know what? That's been teased multiple times. I mean, I have seen early shots. I saw something going on, so I'm looking very much forward to it. Sundown Studios 2.0. Carlos agreed. Never want to yak on anyone's yak.
I like that mentality.
You know, it's again fair. Deadheads. I know the answer to this topic. No. Well, again, it's not for everybody, but guys, again, we are, and this might not be for the older generation. It might be for the younger guys, right? It's very possible. All right, Will. So, how do you want to do this? Do you want to?
Yeah, let's unbox a few, and then who's I think for folks that are here in the chat, we could see like, hey, why don't we do this? Like, if you commented in this chat and you're on the live stream, you're eligible for a Cryptoy. And we can give them away to the community. And we'll just maybe take a few screenshots of it. We'll figure it out here. But I'll share my screen. And maybe, let's see here. Jay, do you see like somebody in the audience that is a constant supporter or member of your community that is kind of always there and we want to reward them for being a supporter?
Truthfully, everybody in this community is amazing. I couldn't just pick one to be perfect.
We'll do it random.
Yeah. So what I could do, if you want to wait a minute, Will, I could actually gather all the names. So give me one.
Do that.
Yeah. Let me see yeah, there is a way to do it. Let me give me 1 second.
Sure.
I do see Kid Chuckle is in the house. Good to see you, Kid. Lots of great. Lots of great supporters here for the Mega J Retro channel, of course. Always.
Love it.
Always. They are always great supporters of the channel, and I love it. All right, let's just double check and make sure I got everyone. Yes, I did. All right, so give me 1 second, Will, and you know what we'll do? We will actually do a wheel of we'll have to do a spin. Yeah, and that way it's easier. But we'll let you drive the ship, Will.
Yeah, we'll make this fully interactive too, because I have cubes from every line. I have wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. So what we'll do is you spin the wheel. We'll ask the person that wins it which line they want, wave 1, wave 2, or wave 3, and we'll unbox it right in front of them.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just if you want, so just give me 1 moment. I'm just putting this together because right now there are a lot of people.
Awesome. We love that.
Yeah, of course. A lot of good fans, a lot of people learning a lot of things today. So as we saw earlier, Radical Toys, right, Ken 33. Time. All right, we have, and okay, we got Will again.
I'll be on. I'm not eligible for the giveaway.
That's true. Actually, I do have to take you out of the. That is true. Kid Chuckles in here as well. TK. Yep. Poof, of course.
Yep. And we can let's do 5. We'll do 5 and we'll knock them out real quick. And then whenever somebody wins, we'll take them out so that they like each we'll make it each person can win once, so we get some good distribution.
Right, Kid Chuckle, Skyfall. Yep, everyone's here. No, everyone's gonna get a chance to win. I know a couple of people are saying no, please don't. But you know what? It's okay.
You know what? And if you don't want it, you want to defer it, we'll defer it to someone else. Totally.
Everyone is everyone should get a chance. That's just the way things are. All right, let me grab these guys as well. So we'll grab those.
We know we got a lot of Cryptoy fans in the audience. So
yeah, sure. It sure looks like it. We definitely do. All right, so let me grab these. Okay, so I'm going to grab these guys next.
Oh, in the meantime,
why don't you actually, Will? Why don't you show us some of the other lines that were available earlier?
Yeah, totally. So let's go. So you have wave one for folks that are wave one. We have, the He-Man, we have Battle Cat, and I'll just scroll through all of the ones that you have here. Hold on. Boom. Evil-Lyn and Tri-Clops. So that's the one on this side, and you can see throughout the Grails, the Legendaries, the Epics, etc. Wave two, we have Orko, Beastman, Teela, and Trapjaw. And you can see the different rarities here. Peppermint Orko is freaking amazing. I love Peppermint Orko.
I'm a big Pizza He-Man fan.
Oh, Pizza He-Man. Yeah, let's just give a shout out to Jay's favorite, Pizza He-Man down here. Boom. Pepperoni Pizza Sword. Can't beat that.
Gotta love it.
And then wave three, Skeletor, Panthor, Sorceress, and Man-at-Arms. So if we call your name, tell me which wave you want, and we'll unbox it, and we'll see what you get.
Let's go here. There we go.
This is an awesome one. These Sorceresses are so good.
Yeah, and what I really love is all the new texture maps that are included as well. Like those really pop. And I'm really
look at this one. Look at this one here. This the candy swirl Panthor.
Wow.
Yeah, that's such a good one.
Yeah, he's available everywhere, but here, he's pretty rare.
Yep.
Okay, I'm almost there. I've got a few people to add, and then got the Jedi. Even though he's not a big fan, that's okay. Maybe he'll become a big fan.
Maybe, yeah. You get a free one, and if he doesn't like it, we can give it to a niece, a nephew, a cousin.
Absolutely. Again, this as far as I can tell is for everybody. So
yes, 100%.
Yeah. All right, so we'll grab Beast Mode here, real shack. So poof, yeah. Cryptoys. This Metasquirt. Omar V. Conan. Good to see you guys. Everybody's in chat. Sorry, I wasn't able to say hi. There's a really fast-moving topic here for sure. So
it's great. No, this is perfect.
Wanted to give everybody a chance. All right, let's see here. All right, anybody else that we missed? I don't think so. I think we're okay. William Randall, just add that right now. Okay, anybody else? Omar V, speaking mostly. Okay, Mr. Home Arcade. Stuff. Radical Toys already added. Oh, Silver K's in the house. Didn't even know. Good to see you, Silver K. She's always in the house. And G Samsonite. Big M. Okay, I already got. Yep, I got you, Leo Manzone. Yeah, okay, we're almost done. We're pretty much done. Let me just double check on Leo. Yeah, all right. Let me add these guys to a wheel, and then we'll get started. So
yeah,
give me a second here.
I'll bring up the screen share, and we can spin it together.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead. Random name picker.
It's full transparency on the Mega J Retro Show.
Absolutely. Can't be.
That's right.
Can't be. No favoritism here. No favoritism.
That's right, 100%.
Because everybody in this community is awesome, and that's the reason why we do these things. Where is my Excel? There it is. Actually, you know what? I can remove names from here. So, sort, advanced, confirm. Okay. No, forget that. I'm gonna go regular. Okay. All right, I'm just going to eliminate. So I'm going to share this, and I'm going to show everybody that I'm eliminating the doubled names.
Oh, good.
Because that's the problem here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stream.
Boom. All right.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to take out Big M. I'm going to take out. Hey, Cryptoys, you don't get to win.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Cryptoys doesn't get to win.
That's right.
Samsonite, Greg, Joshua Alvarez, Kid Chuckle. Wow, Crypt Doozy, you got a ton of them. That's Kid Chuckle, Lenny, Leo, Lapin Blank, Marlon E, Empty Mega Squirt, Mr. Homer Cade, Nomanaze, Omar V, Poof, Radical Toys. There's a no, Radical Toys is almost there. Oh, actually, we are pretty much. Silver K is in there twice. Skyfall, Speed Mostly, Sundown Studios, Deadheads, here we go. We're right at the end. And Will, you don't get to win.
I'm not eligible.
Will, you don't get. All right, we're gonna. So we're doing five of these.
Let's do 5. Yeah. So let's start with spin. First one.
All right. So after I spin, do you want to show what they won? And then
we'll spin, and then they can pick which wave, either Motu or Zuafo Escape, and we'll unbox it up on the spot.
Okay. If they're not in the chat, we'll do another spin. It's just
exactly. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right. So here we go, guys. Everybody, get your tickets ready. I'm just kidding. Let me just see last minute if anybody else. Yeah, Skyfall, Marlon is in the house. Lenny G. Marlon, did you actually get in here? Let me check. I'll just add Marlon right now.
All right.
Marlon E, and we'll do a sort just to check that Marlon. Yep. Oh no, Marlon was here. Okay, cool.
Boom.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's the problem with these. All right, TW Greg Martinez, Addy Boy. What is this? Addy Boy. Let me just double check if you're here. Sort. No, you're not. Okay.
Let's add Addy Boy.
We're gonna add Addy Boy. All right, we're giving something away, Addy Boy. Mega Sweat, I know he's here. Dracon is in here. Chris Kenny. Let's just check on Chris. Nope, Chris is not in here. Chris Kenny. Good to add you. Draconin, the Deadheads. Chunky Monkey Robot. I know you're not here.
Chunky Monkey. That's a great name, Chunky Monkey Robot.
Yeah, absolutely. Marlon is here. I know that. Mega Squirt. Okay, we're ready. Rob Fender. Rob Fender. Let's make sure Rob's not here. And nope, Rob is not here.
Got you, Rob.
All right, and then I know. Lapin Blank is definitely in here. All right, guys, here we go. This is it. All right, so we're gonna shuffle this a couple times to make it fair. All right, everybody, hold on to your hats. Ready, set, go.
All right. Okay, who's winner number 1?
All right, G Samsonite.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he's here, so just let me give him a shout. So G Samsonite, please let us know what you want. All right, so here we go. Why did you show? Will, why don't we show what it is that?
So G Samsonite, you could have your pick. We'll do a live unboxing. If you're a Masters of the Universe fan, we can do one of these Motu ones, or you can do our own line, which is Zuafo Escape, our Genesis characters. Wave 1, you have He-Man, Battlecat, Evil-Lyn, and Tri-Clops. Wave 2, Orko, Beastman, Teela, and Trapjaw. And Wave 3, Skeletor, Panthor, Sorceress, and Man-at-Arms. So we would unbox 1 cube from your choice of one of these 3 waves.
Okay, so looks like I haven't gotten a reply yet from G Samsonite. Maybe he's not in the chat.
It's okay.
You know what? Only because I do want to. Obviously, time is on everybody's side. I'm gonna grab G Samsonite, and in this case, in this case, Will, why don't you just go ahead and pick something for G Samsonite, and I'm gonna send him the information, and I'll ask him for his information so you can put it to the wall.
Well, let's do a wave 3 for G Samsonite.
All right, sounds good.
So let's see. We'll go ahead.
Is this a blind box?
We're gonna unbox this together. We're gonna see what G Samsonite gets here.
Sweet. Let's see how this works, guys.
All right, here we go. We're gonna begin the unboxing. And let me make sure that so we can all hear the audio. Hold on a second. Screen share audio. And I believe, well, let's see if you could hear the audio. You let me know if you could hear it. So here we go. You got the audio, Jay?
It's sounding amazing.
Okay, awesome. So here we are. We're in Eternia, baby. Now we'll just click and hold to see which one we get.
Oh, that's cool. I love the animation. The animation is just beautiful.
Right? All right, for G Samsonite. We got common sorceress.
I love her expression. It's
right. So we got a common sorceress. This is number 2412 out of 5400, and there she is. And the cool thing about it is now what we can do is we can take her out of the packaging if you want to. And you would see her come to life right out of the packaging. I don't want to do that for G Samson in case he does want to keep her in mint condition.
That's amazing. All right, let's check out. Let's check out the next the next contestant on the.
Maybe we'll just take G Samsonite out so we get to distribute it.
Yes, we are removing G Samsonite right there. So GM Samsonite has been removed. All right, so we're going to shuffle this a couple times. Shuffle. Even if we landed on them again, I'm pretty sure we just say no. We can't wait. All right, guys, hold on to your hats. Here we go. Ready, set, go. And
boom.
Tomato Bob Sponge. Tomato Bob Sponge. Are you in the house tonight, Tomato? You won. Let's see if Tomato's in the house. We would love to give it to you live, Tomato, and you can choose. Give us we'll give you 1 minute. We'll give you 1 minute to answer in case you haven't actually in case you haven't heard.
Do we want to spin for the other ones too? The other three, just so we have it. It gives the other folks time to respond. And
sure, let's do that. Why don't we go ahead and do that? I've already told Tomato that he won. So we're all right. So we're gonna remove Tomato because he's already won.
Yep.
Shuffle, and go.
Let's do it.
Round and round. There's that last little tick that always gets you.
That's of course. Oh, what is that?
Oh, Silver K. I think Silver K's in the house, unless you had to go. Silver K. Silver K won. Holy cow!
All right, Silver K. Congrats.
Silver K, you in the house, or did you did you have to go? Anyway, let's spin the next one.
Yep, two more.
We're gonna remove Silver K. So we got two more to give away. Let's see if we can get one who's actually here to choose their prize. All right, here we go. Spin it. Oh, speaking moistly.
Awesome.
Oh man. Okay, so speaking moistly has won. Okay. These are all regulars on my channel, so this is amazing. This is awesome. This is excellent. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Today it's been an amazing stream. Do we have two more or just one more?
One more, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's one more. Yeah, one more.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna shuffle, and the last winner for today. Hopefully they're here so they can actually pick.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just unbox it for them.
That's right.
But they get to unbox. Sorry, we'll unpack it for them, but they'll get to unbox it themselves.
That's right.
Radical Toys. Wow, right. Adam, tell me you're here because that would be awesome. Adam, are you here? Radical Toys has won. Adam, come on, you've got to be here. Don't tell me you lost. Don't tell me you left. Literally, I think every one who has won today is a regular on my channel.
That is amazing.
So that is incredible. All right, we'll do Adam last because usually he's in the chat.
Okay, sweet.
We're getting a lot of people. Chris Kenny says Radical Toys won. That's awesome. Poof says congratulations. Metasquirt says congrats. Kid Chuckle says I feel that name should always win. Yeah. Guy Paradis, yo, what's going on, Guy Paradis? Good to see you. Draconin says, I saw someone whose name was Bang Bang Your. I can't say that out loud, by the way.
Right.
Almost got me to do it, though.
It's a family-friendly
Ryan
show.
says, congrats, Sundown Studios. All right, we're going to let Chunky Monkey Robot. Congrats to everybody.
Chunky Monkey.
Charlock says, of course, Sundown is here and just missed them. Yes.
Mm.
All right, so let's start with, let's see, who won first?
And it says the results right there if you're on your other tab next to the entries.
Okay, you've done this more times than I have. All right, so we'll remove thing. And okay, so we already gave G Samsonite his gift.
His wave 3,
we will contact him, and I'm going to copy these, or I forget, because I tend to do that. So, Motu. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna contact these guys, everybody here. So let's go ahead and did anybody actually show up? Okay, let's go ahead and add to the stream. So take it away, Will. Let's see what first of all, who
Tomato Bunch Bob.
Yeah, Tomato Bunch Bob. Let's
Do you know if they have a favorite Motu character, or if not, we'll just
unfortunately no. I think it'll be fine. It should be fine.
All right, let's go with a wave 2.
Yeah.
So we'll go with a wave 2. Here we go. All right, wave 2. We have a bunch of great characters in there. My personal favorite of wave 2 is Orko. So let's see if we get that
would be awesome.
Nice one here. Oh, a rare!
Wow!
Beastman.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's a rare. Oh, Tomato, you hit it big time, brother. Holy!
That is an awesome one.
That is
awesome. And all the rare ones have this like stone feature, so you can see it's got this like marble stone look to it. Very, very cool.
That is incredible. I'm trying to message the ones who I actually have on my list to see if they can come back. Let me just message Adam here, and then we'll move on to the next winner.
Yep, nice pull though for Tomato Bunch.
Oh heck yeah, that's incredible. All right, so who was the next winner?
That's on your list. You tell me.
I'm gonna find out. It was Silver K. So let's do Silver K. Let's do Speaking Moistly first. So hold on for a sec.
Okay.
Well, again, because I have Silver. Yeah. Okay. So Radical just replied back. He's coming back.
Awesome.
So hopefully Silver K can come back. Let's see what happens here. So let's go ahead and do Speaking Moistly. I'm going to go ahead and ask him if he can come pick one, please.
Yep.
Let's see if he'll respond. So
Okay.
Speaking Moistly, if you're still in the chat, we'll give you 30 seconds, and we will say, "Oh, wait a second! Oh, look who's here! Radical Toys is in the house." Okay, so Adam, congratulations, buddy! You just won yourself a Cryptoy, and Will is going to allow you to choose from Wave 1, Wave 2, or Wave 3. So, what is your choice, Adam?
And you can see the different characters that are listed here. So whichever one you want to go for.
Absolutely.
Wave 1, Wave 2, or Wave 3.
So let us know, and then basically you have a chance to open up and possibly grab one of the characters from Wave 1, Wave 2, or Wave 3. Adam, let us know what you got.
So Wave 1 is He-Man, Battlecat, Evil-Lyn, and Tri-Clops. Wave 2 is Orko, Beastman, Teela, and Trapjaw. Wave 3 is Skeletor, Panthor, Sorceress, and Man-at-Arms. So really, whichever one you want to go after.
Oh, here we go. So Radical Toy says Wave 3 is that Sorceress is my favorite character.
All right, here we go. Let's do a Wave 3.
Let's see if Adam is able to win a Sorceress. Here we go, Will.
So Adam, we'll let you pick your cube too. So give me a number 1 through 20.
All right. So Adam, 1 through 20. Silver K has returned. All right. So with Silver K, you've won a Cryptoy. So let's finish off with Adam first. So Adam, pick a number between 1 and 20. This is so much fun.
This is awesome, right?
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
Come on, Adam.
Let's
It's
see what
not
people
that-
get.
Oh, we have 15.
15.
Adam going with lucky number 15.
So we're going through 1, 2. I'm counting in wave threes that I see here. So this is the first wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is number 15.
Here we go.
All right, good luck, Adam.
Best of luck, Adam.
All right, so I got Adam, who's a big Sorceress fan, but I don't think you can go wrong with any of these characters. So let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got. Silver K is currently driving.
Don't unbox and drive.
Please don't.
Oh, Sorceress!
Oh, we got a Sorceress!
Amazing.
Oh, that is so awesome. Congratulations.
So you have a choice now. She's number 336 out of 5,400. You can keep her in the blister pack, or you can unwrap her and see her come to life. It's up to you. Would you like to keep her in the blister pack or unbox her on the stream here?
Oh, Adam, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep her mint on card, or do you want to open her up and have her move around a little bit? What's the odds? Honestly,
so
pretty amazing.
the commons are 25% odds, but then you have 1 out of the 4, so you add a 1/4 to that.
So Adam, we got an unboxing request.
Unbox. Let's do it. We're bringing her to life.
This is going to be fun. All right, Adam, here we go.
All right, so now what we can do is we can bring her onto the block. So we'll go ahead and play on the block. You have a fully interactive toy now. So here we can see, we'll just press any key to start. And here we go. Here's your Sorceress live on the block.
That is awesome.
And this one's all yours, Radical Toys. So we'll make sure to sync up and get your information, and we'll ship this over to your account.
All right, excellent.
Very cool.
That is
awesome. And
All
here
right.
she is. This is her out of the box there.
Congratulations, Adam. That's excellent. I'll get your information and send it over to Will.
He called that one. That was the one he wanted.
He did. He called the shot. He called the shot and hit a home run. Silver K is in the house, and let's give her the opportunity to win. She's currently driving, so hopefully she's okay. Just let me Silver K. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Okay. What's it called? What wave do you want to open? All right, Silver K. So if you're in the if you're in the chat still, which I hope you are, let us know which wave you want us to open. You know what? I might just call her.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wave 1. Yeah, you could do that. Wave
She's
1.
driving, so I just want to. I don't want her to
Totally.
crash or anything. Let me see what I got here. Let's see if she'll pick up. Because that'll be so terrible. She's driving and something.
Yeah, let's pull over to the side of the road. We do
get
not
back.
condone unboxing and driving.
Okay, so I'm calling you now, Kayla. If you don't want to pick up, that's okay.
If she probably sees the screen and
She's saying she can text. All right, so I don't know. You pick me. I'm not gonna pick for you. Just pick a number. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Someone pick. What are you talking about?
We haven't done did we do a wave 1 yet? I don't think we did a wave 1 yet, so let's do a wave 1.
Hold on. Let's give her 1 second.
Okay.
She's had 3. She's had 3.
Three. Okay, so we're going back to wave 3. And
all right, pick a number between 1 and 20.
There you go.
Yeah. So Silver K. It's like a pop quiz.
It is, yeah.
We're quizzing. We're quizzing everybody. Silver K, a number between 1 and 20. Just throw something out there.
And if not, we can default to 1.
8. She says 8.
8. 1, 2,
All right, here we go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Silver K.
Good luck.
Here is your wave 3.
Back in Eternia. All right. 8. A lot of people said 8.
All right, we're gonna unbox it.
Let's see. Yep. Here we go. Ooh, nice Skeletor.
Oh wow, that's Skeletor, beautiful. Oh my gosh.
So we got a Skeletor, number
All right.
3584 at a 5400.
Sweet.
It's a common, but it's the OG. It's the 1983 OG Skeletor.
That's awesome. Silver K, do you want to open it or do you want to keep it mint on card? Oh yeah. You want to open it or keep it mint on card?
See Skeletor come to life.
Silver K says, "Sweet."
Yeah, it's an awesome one.
No, this is great. So are we opening her up, or are we opening him up, or are we open? She says to open him. Okay,
let's do it.
Let's see what he does. He's gonna rule the world.
He's gonna rule the world. Let's take him on the block.
Oh.
There's something epic about seeing him on
your
the block.
domination of Eternia begins.
That's it.
This is gonna be great. You're like 10 seconds ahead. Oh, he looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Congrats, Silver K.
Congrats, Silver K. All right, we haven't had a reply from Speaking Moistly yet, so we'll give him one more shout out. Again, huge congratulations to Silver K and Radical Toys. Yeah, there's a delay, as well as G Samsonite and Tomato Bob Sponge. Actually, we did Tomato, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We did.
So you're welcome, Silver K. You're welcome. Thank you for always being here and supporting the channel. You are the best. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna give one more shout out to Speaking Moistly. Please pick.
Yep, and then I do have to jump. I have a 4 p.m. starting here in a minute that I could be a minute late too or so, but let's make sure that.
All right, so we'll give it 30 seconds.
Yep. This is, but I could do this all day, Jay. This is the best part of my job.
This is wonderful. All right, Speaking Moistly, you have 5, 4, 3. That's not Speaking Moistly. 2, 1, and we are going to go ahead and pick your line.
Let's do wave 1. We haven't done a wave 1.
Let's do wave 1.
Yep. All right, here we go. Maybe we'll get that Pizza He-Man.
Yeah, maybe we'll. Oh, I'd be so jealous. If you got the Pizza He-Man, I would totally trade with him.
All right, here we go.
All right, Speaking Moistly, let's see what you got.
All right, here we go. Come on, Pizza He-Man.
This would be great.
I haven't pulled one of those yet. I'm trying.
Okay. Oh, it's a Cringer.
Common Cringer.
Cringer's awesome.
I personally love the way the Cringers look.
I love me some Cringer. Yeah.
Yeah, they look awesome.
All right, so we're gonna let Speaking Moistly unpack that himself if he decides to. But I want to give a huge shout out to Will, my special guest for this afternoon. Oh my God, Will, thank you so much, especially for the giveaways, guys. Definitely check out Cryptoys, and of course they have not only Master Universe, the other line of
Escape. Yep.
Yeah, what are they called again?
ZooFO Escape.
ZooFO Escape, guys. Yeah. If you're into cute cuddly creatures and of course SD super deformed anime characters, you can't go wrong with Cryptoys. They're doing some amazing work. Once again, I want to thank Cryptoys for being here. Will, thank you so much. This has been an amazing evening. The prizes, everything. Congratulations to everybody who won a prize today. Get in touch with me, or I'll reach out to you guys. Get you the information, Will, and we will see you guys next time. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Will, just stick around for 1 second before you go.
Sure.
I really appreciate everybody for being here tonight. You guys are amazing. Thank you again. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud, everybody. Geek proud.